Good morning. It's time for Millijoule. And it is a beautiful fall morning this morning. I've got my sweater on because it's officially sweater weather outside. Looking forward to doing some cool fall projects on the laser. I love autumn, man. This is not the first time that I've mentioned fall on the channel, but it is my favorite time of year. And I hope that we can start doing some fall stuff really soon, because I think that would be awesome. Look, it's my beautiful wife. Good morning, wife. Orhan G says, Alex, your work is so sick. Keep up the awesome content, my guy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. I think Patrick's here with us today. Patrick, you around? He's quiet. I'm still on the hype train with this 3D printed thing that Tacky made me. I can't stop playing with it. It's pretty cool. Always takes a few minutes for things to kind of warm up over here. Lithgow's here. Good morning, Lithgow. Good to see you, man. We've got some cool stuff going on in the Discord today, specifically in the CO2 area. Let me pull that up. Let's take a look at this. Beacon Dean was asking if you can put a rotary in a K40, and while I don't have one, so I can't run through the setup myself, though I'd like to at some point, we've definitely found some videos of people making it work. They're figuring it out. It definitely takes a little customization, but it can be done. So if you're wondering, yes, you can put a rotary inside a K40. I'd really like to pick one up for the channel. They're not that expensive, and I think it would be really good to have one. Joseph made it. Good morning, Joseph. Way to wake up early for Millijoule. Good to see ya. Still really excited about our podcast guest this weekend, Alex Campbell from Etchified. He's got a lot to share. We've actually been chatting back and forth about some stuff that's going to be discussed on the podcast, and he has so much information to offer. I think we might actually batch record 2 episodes of the podcast this weekend, just because he's got so much to share, and I don't think we're going to be able to fit it in time. I think we've got enough content coming from Alex to fill 2 whole episodes, which will be really nice. Let's see, what else did I see in here this morning? This stuff right here. This is sick. Look at this. So Graphics on the Discord has cut out all of these wood parts and engraved the details, and then assembled them to create these little kind of like models, and they're really cool. There's the AI file, and he's got all his paints and stuff, and he's hand painting these. Brilliant stuff. Really nice. Eddie Jones is here. What's up, Eddie? Joseph's been up since 4. Yikes. I rolled out of bed like 20 minutes before I had to be at the office today. Let's go. Yeah, that podcast episode is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it as well. We've got 8 people already this morning. You guys are waking up early today, getting stuff done. Let's see. Got some links. Inkscape, Lightburn. We'll jump over to the fiber laser stuff. I like to just clear these art and design ones early on. Looks like we've got just some tips and tricks. Hey, Patrick. I see him. Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing great. How are you?
You can hear me?
I can, very well. I don't think the viewers can. I'm going to go ahead and switch you over on OBS so that you come through on live as well. How cloudy website? Never heard back. Joseph, I think you were asking me in a comment about whether or not Cloud Ray is good. Let me actually pull your comment up, and I'll read it live on air. Let's pull that up and take a look. And in general, Cloud Ray is great, but I did have some warnings for you. Sorry, I try to answer all the emails that I get, and I'm sure you can imagine there's quite a few of them. So best let's just answer that on air for you. Internet's going a little slow because we're live streaming, but I'll have it up in just a second. I also can't see chat while I'm pulling this up. Let's see. Joseph, where are you, man? Scrolling down, I think we're getting close. There's Harold. I saw Harold. You were just below him. Here we go. Okay, Joseph asks, hey Alex, I need your opinion. I canceled my 30-watt Rakis from Tool Lots because it is still not shipped. It's going on 11 days now. They suck. Rough. I am trying to find another fiber laser somewhere I can use my PayPal credit. I see this website called Cloud Ray and found some there, but don't know if they are Rakis. Is Cloud Ray an okay site? Or can you point me in another direction? I'm trying to stay around $2,500 to $2,700 if I can. Let me know what you think. I'm very new to fiber lasers, and all I know about them is what I've learned watching your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Joseph. So you do want to get from Cloud Ray. You know, your budget, the first thing I want to say is that your budget is really, really low. Like super duper low. And you have to be really careful. I'm not saying you can't find good lasers in that price range, but you have to be more cautious than you would be if you were spending more money. With that said, if you can find something from Cloud Ray that works for you, you're likely going to get something good from them. Think of Cloud Ray. Cloud Ray doesn't actually manufacture anything. They're kind of like curators. It's kind of like going to the grocery store. Cloud Ray is the grocery store of laser equipment. So Cloud Ray isn't actually building these machines. They're buying them and tuning them and reselling them. In your budget, so you want a 30-watt Rakis. So if we look here, we'll open a couple links here. They have something like the EM Smart, which we're going to get loaded up here. The EM Smart is 2622. This comes with just a 20-watt Rakis. That's what you're going to pay. And then you have to pay for shipping, of course, which in this case is free. That's very nice. And you're also going to pay import duty, depending on your country. I'm assuming you're US, in which case it would be 30% of whatever they put on the invoice sticker. The 30-watt I'm looking at has a Mopar head. Look, man, the laser sources cost what they cost. And if you pay too little, you're not getting what you pay for. This is a very get what you pay for industry. You have to be careful. The downside with something like this is it's kind of difficult to find new lenses for it. And you know, it's 20-watt machine, which is not great. But the small one is great for people that want something portable. Here's a link for it just in case anybody else is curious. The other thing they have is the Cloud Ray light marker. There it is right there with the Galvo. And here we've got the 30-watt Rakis right there. So this 30-watt Rakis version of the machine is $2,400 on the light marker. But you're paying an extra $800 to ship it. So it's really, it's like a $3,200 machine, and you have to pay import duties on top of that too. That's another 30%. It could be up to $1,000 in import duty. They don't usually put the full list price on the customs sheet. They'll usually put like $1,000 or $1,500. So it could be as little as an additional $500, but you will likely pay import duty on something like this. So here's that link there. And let's say you don't want to deal with import duties at all. You just want to get something on Amazon. Well, you're in luck because Amazon has CloudRay stuff too. CloudRay has an Amazon store with US stock, so if we go and look at those options, we'll go ahead and get this pulled up here. There it is. We'll just go to the official CloudRay store and look at their light marker listing on here. So if we come down here to the fiber laser marking machine, come on, you can do it. Internet's really struggling this morning. There we go, laser marking machine. This is going to be the same light marker machine. If we can get it to load. There it is. So there's the 30 watts, but you can see right here, $4,100, almost $4,200 on this, okay? That's obviously a lot more money, and that's because they're paying for the shipping and the import duty for you, basically. So you're paying the same amount of money, you're just not dealing with customs, and you're getting it straight from straight from Amazon, from their CloudRay warehouse here. So, you know, however you want to go about it, man, your budget is low, and I just have concerns about your budget. Basically, I've concerns about your budget. It's just very low, and I would be worried about what you would be getting if you stuck to that budget, and you weren't getting like a 20-watt mini machine, because that's really what you should be getting for that, in that price range. So Joseph says, thanks so much. Have to take dog to dog or dad? Which one are you taking? Your dog to the groomer or your dad to the groomer? Probably your dog. Catch you tomorrow. All right, man. Well, we'll see you later. I hope that helped you a little bit. Sure, that's not what you wanted to hear from me, but you know, lasers are expensive, and when we don't pay what we need to pay for them, the manufacturers are cutting corners somewhere, and then people get machines that they're disappointed with. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. How you doing, Patrick?
Not too bad this morning.
Have you seen anything interesting on the Discord that we should point attention to? I was looking at some of those cool cutout things in the CO2 one. Did you see that? The guy cut out like his little models and painted them on his CO2 laser.
I did not see those.
Yeah, I think it's in CO2 show and tell. The guy's cutting out like little wood models, and then he's painting them to make like little diorama type things, which is really pretty neat.
Okay, that is very neat.
It's cool, right? Aren't they cool?
Very cool. Lots of detail, 3D effect with the stacked layers of the cutouts. Very nice.
Orhan saying the stream is freezing a bit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here this morning. I'll try to... Patrick can live without looking at me, and I'll try to just...
It's almost like you're using my internet.
I know, right? Weird. Look at this. We've got some cool dog tags going on in here, too. Very neat. In fiber show and tell. Yep, lots of stuff popping today. We're probably going to do a Patreon live stream today. Morning, Nick. Good to see you, man. For the Patreon live stream, we have to... Seriously, like, we can't push this another day. We have to engrave these CO2 laser plates. Laser metal CO2 plate things. I literally can't push that another day. We have to do that today. I think your noise cancellation's failing a little bit, Patrick. And we've got our awards that we need to finish. So I actually off stream yesterday, I went ahead and finished our little cash vest award plaques. So those are all done. But before we mount them onto the awards, we actually have some engraving to do on our awards themselves. So we will be engraving those. We'll be engraving our little test plates Brent's here. Good morning, Brent. What else do we have to do? We have some laminated wood game calls that need some engraving. We're doing some tests for them. Are you with Dodo Internet? Is that a... I wonder, maybe I can close this. I'm trying to close stuff, guys. I don't know why it's acting up today. She's just acting up. Let's go ahead and give this a reload too. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of little projects that need to be done. At some point today, I have to record an episode as well because it's Thursday, and like I do on Thursdays, I've waited until the last minute to record episodes of the show for release tomorrow. So I'll have to be working on that today as well. In fact, I may be starting that before we do our Patreon live stream, just because my son's not here. So if I can get away with that earlier in the day today, I will be. So. Yeah, that's it. Yesterday seemed like a quiet day on the Discord, Patrick. There weren't a lot of people on. I didn't see a lot of new projects. Usually we have a little more to cover in the mornings here.
Yeah, I popped in a few times and it was a pretty slow day.
Yeah, pretty slow day. Pretty slow day. Yep. So, unless you guys have any questions early for me this morning, Thursday, kind of rough. Kind of a rough day. I'll give you guys a minute if you have anything specific you want to chat about today. What's up, Brent? Talk to me. This is the time, man. You've got my undivided attention. Let's hear it.
I am getting ready to print version 4 of the steroid holder.
Oh, really? Are you doing is it the iguana one? Oh no, it's the little pop-out one. Yeah.
The laser everything.
Yeah, those are so cool. What was wrong with version 3?
Needed to beef up the support for the little tabs that stick out to actually hold the level.
Oh, gotcha.
And, make the back part easier to flip out with a little, not really a tab, but a cutout so you can get your fingernail in there.
Yeah, I like the color of the filament you're using. It's a neat color.
Don't remember what that is.
On version 3, it was like purple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brent says, so I want to put a photo on a PMAG, not a vector. Can't get detail. Interesting. Yep, there it is. Very cool. I love it, man. That's the version 3. Well, I will keep an eye out on the Discord for version 4 today. I'm dead serious, dude. I'm like 5 minutes from ordering a 3D printer. Legitimately. I feel like we need one here.
I feel like I neglect mine. I need to spend more time with them. I'm too much into the lasers, and I need to try to balance it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, dude, the lasers are getting you paid work, though, right? So.
Yeah, that's true.
All of that obsessing got you those axe jobs and opened that World Axe Throwing League door for you, and you got to go where the money's.
Absolutely.
Brent is trying to get photos on PMags, and he said he's followed the steps for the photos on silver, but I don't think that's the right move. Because you can't really layer marks on the PMag. It's like you mark it once, and then that is what that is. I don't think you can remark it after that and change it. So what I would do is assume that your background is going to be dark on the PMag. Invert your photo, because it's a dark background. So we invert for dark backgrounds. So I would invert your photo and just do a straight bitmap. I wouldn't try to put a base layer down before it. I would just do the bitmap inverted on the PMag directly. If I was going to mess around with it. I literally used every last square inch of space on my PMags to get the PMag video shot. So I can't test it right now. But maybe I'll order another one and we can do photos on PMags. That would be a fun episode. But yeah, man, don't do the base layer background trick. That works really well for metals, but it's not going to work for something plastic like a PMAG, because you can't layer marks on that. You're just going to melt the plastic if you start layering dark on top of like white backgrounds. So what I would do again is invert your bitmap, invert your photo. You can do it in Paint or Photoshop or whatever. Invert your photo, and then bring that into EasyCAD and just mark it straight on the dark plastic. Yeah, and then see if you have any luck with that. No background. Do not do the background pass first, where you do the base layer. Totally skip that part, because it's just not going to work out on plastic. That's not going to fly for you. Lithgo says, NBN here, 42 done, 12 up on a good day. I have 3 working and love them. Don't use them as much as I used to. Cyber says, if it's any consolation, I'm with TPG. I get 0 millisecond ping and 900 megabytes a second up and down. Yeah, it's great. Stream does seem to be behaving a little bit better. All right, Brent's gonna give the PMAG a shot. How long have we been running this morning? We're at 20 minutes. That's it. You guys are quiet today. The Discord was quiet yesterday, which means I don't have a lot of material this morning, and we don't have a ton of questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm probably gonna go shoot an episode of the show for you guys and get that out of the way before my son gets to the office. And then we'll be back for Millijoule again tomorrow. So if you guys have more that you want to chat about, meet me right back here at 8:30 tomorrow, and we will do this again, because I really like seeing you guys every morning. So thanks so much for coming by and hanging out, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, Patrick.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Have a good
All
day,
right.
guys.
See you guys.